What's up, everybody? It's Philip Randolph, and it's 10 Minutes to Vent. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about a very controversial topic, and some people might get upset, and some people might not. It's okay. This is purely my opinion, and my opinion is my opinion, okay? So, if you're offended, it is what it is. I'm not going to apologize about how I really feel, because you wouldn't apologize to me about how you really feel about the subject. But anyway, moving on. On our subject today, we're going to be talking about, should transgenders play women's sports? Okay. Now, this topic has literally been on the news and newspapers through all social media platforms and outlets. And I would really love to know your opinion on the following. Now, I'm a firm believer that I feel like you should keep it the way it is. When I say you should keep it the way it is, women should be able to play women's sports and men should be playing men's sports. So if we're going to have a co-ed type sports league where both men and women play on the same teams, I believe like that could definitely happen. But if we're going to keep it strictly male and female, I really feel like males should have a league of their own and women should have a league of their own. And the only reason why is because we are different when it comes to physicality, okay? And I'm not saying women are weaker than men or men are stronger than women. We're different when it comes to the physical aspect of sports, okay? Let's just be all the way transparent. Another thing is, I have a sister, and I'm very close to my sister. We're 14 months apart. If you know me, a lot of people say we look like twins. But if I knew she was playing volleyball, baseball, basketball, and she was going up against a transgender man, and she got fouled very harshly, or that transgender man did something, like I would be very upset, and I would feel like it's my responsibility as a brother to do something. All right? Now, I'm not going to go into detail what I would do, this and that. I'm not doing that. But, if you was born a man, like, I'm going to treat you like a man. I mean, that's just what it is. Now, as far as accountability, everybody's different, but I feel like the community, that transgender community, like, there's no accountability for actions, okay? Especially if you're in the wrong. Now, I'm not saying everybody in that community does not accept accountability, but in a whole, okay? In a whole, I don't see a lot of accountability being accepted for wrongdoings when it comes to actions. And again, guys, at any point of the podcast, please feel free to leave your comment below. There's no right or wrong answers. And this is not a podcast to bash any transgenders. This is purely my opinion. I have no problem with transgenders. I'm just saying, if that's what you want to do what you got to do. But as far as integrating in women's sports, I don't believe that's fair. And I don't believe it's fair to the women. But I do believe if we were to have co-ed sports, professional co-ed sports, I feel like it's nothing wrong. If you want to play with the co-ed sports, hey, that's cool. And I really don't have a problem if we could create a league of your own as well. If there could be professional transgender sports. If that's something that you really want to compete in, why not compete against other high-performing transgenders across the world, in the U.S.? Like, I feel like create your own lane. Why do we have to integrate? Okay? Why do we have to integrate? All right? But at the end of the day, everybody's opinion is different. I just believe that we should keep it separate. And the reason why is because, let's be honest, most men are stronger than women. We're just going to be all the way 100. I'm not saying all, but most are. And when it comes to physicality, you can definitely get hurt. Especially if I use my full strength, or if a man uses full strength against a woman, in most cases. All right. like I say, this is a very touchy subject. Some people are going to agree with me. Some people are not going to agree with me. The comment section is definitely going to be crazy. I already know. And it's definitely okay, guys. I'm here to talk about topics that we all think about, that we all talk to each other about, whether it be in the privacy of our own homes, whether it be the privacy of our own private conversations between friends, or, you know, regardless of whatever you want to say. Um, it's my opinion, and I value your opinion as well. One more point I want to say before I get off, right? I love people, all right? I love people, and I believe that everybody should have an equal opportunity to do what they love to do, all right? I really, truly believe that. But I believe that you should also be able to carve out your own lane, right? So you can do whatever you would like to do. Um, when uh when a genre of music is overpopulated, but you really love doing music, why not create your own genre, right? Why not create your own sound? Okay? And I'm just using this as an example, as an analogy, as a metaphor, as far as sports. We already have men and women sports, but we have no co-ed sports when it comes to male and female professional sports that they can play together. And we don't have a professional transgender sports team. Why not create a professional transgender sports team? I don't understand. I feel like, as far as with the news and how the media portrays the LGBT community, y'all have a lot of funding, okay? Why not create your own sports, okay? That way you can compete against each other around the world. It don't have to even just be in the US, but it can be around the world, all right? And I'm sure that, the ratings will go up. There's going to be a lot of inquisitive people, curious people, they going to want to watch. I feel like it's definitely a lane, and I feel like it could be very lucrative. But why, uh, why would we want to intermingle the transgenders with the women, and God forbid something happens where a woman gets seriously injured? Okay, like, I always have to think about my sister when it comes to that. Like, I wouldn't want a transgender man going in the same bathroom as my sister. Like, that rubs me the wrong way. Okay? But to each his own. This is my opinion. I just believe that it should be separate. They should have their own league, professional league, or we should create a co-ed league, right? A professional women's and a men's sports where we both can play together. I have no problem with that. Um, Let me know what you feel. Let me know how you think. Let me know how you feel. Let me know what you think about this subject. I appreciate everybody watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe so you can stay notified. Until the next topic, stay blessed, stay focused, and I'm out, guys.